go.
Hey class, Mr. Phoenix here. For Ag Science, our next unit is going to be plant needs. So we've talked a little bit about what plant needs. We talked about soil, we talked about sunlight, we talked about nutrients, and we also talked about water. So we're going to do a little bit of experiment, and we've split you guys up into 3 different groups. So our first group is going to be our water or liquids experiment. So we have 5 different samples here, and we also have a control. We're going to be adding a certain amount of water, 2 ounces of water, to each plant. We're using Wandering Jew for this experiment. And we're going to add 2 ounces of each liquid every day for the next 5 days. And then you guys will get a look at it, and you'll record this on your daily observation report sheet. So our first one is going to be Mountain Dew. And every day we'll be videotaping this, and I'll add in the 2 ounces. So we're going to add Mountain Dew. Our next one is going to be salt water, so I just added salt to this water. Enough to dilute and make sure that water was dissolved, or that salt was dissolved. Then we're going to use city water, so straight from the tap. Our fourth one is going to be whole milk, fresh from the school. And then our last but not least is our control, and this is going to be the pond water that we collect. So in this group, it should be Luke, Hunter, Sydney, Jaden, J, Quentin, Tyler, and Ben Rillo. So you guys are going to take a look at this. We're going to zoom in on each plant, get your observations down, and you're going to record that on your sheet.
Okay, here's your Mountain Dew. And here's what your soil looks like down there. Next one, salt water. Plant observation and the soil. Next one, city water. Plant observation in your soil. Fourth one is the whole milk. You got your plant observation and what your soil looks like. And the last one, your fifth one, is the pond water, which is the control group. We're going to take a look at what the plant looks like right now, and then what the soil looks like right now.
Hey guys, Mr. Phoenix here. This is our second video for our plant needs experiment, day 1. And we talked a little bit earlier about what plants need. We covered the liquids, we covered lighting, we talked about different nutrients they need, and now we're going to talk about medium material, or the soil that plants are going to be growing into. So we have 5 different test groups that we're going to be using. We're using Wandering Jew as our test subject, and we're going to be adding 4 ounces of pond water every day, but the only difference between each is that the medium material that they're in. So our first one, we're using just normal potting soil that we originally planted the Wandering Jew in. That's going to be our control. Our next one is going to be sand. We're going to use lava rock. We're using just straight perlite, and then we're using clay balls. So I'm going to go through and add our 4 ounces, and then we're going to zoom in on each plant and each subject. And in this group, Hayden, Andrew, Juan, Brandon, Austin, Aiden, and Ethan should be recording this. You guys are in the medium material group. So I'm going to go through and add our 4 ounces, or 2 ounces, excuse me. So remember, for each of the next 5 days, we're going to be recording this, and I'll post pictures, and then you'll have this video to reference.
Okay, we'll move in and make our close observations. This is our neutral with just potting soil in it. This is our control group. Take a look at how healthy the plant looks and what your soil looks like, or your growing medium. Next one is going to be sand. We'll zoom in and look at the plant, look at your growing medium. Next one is lava rock. Take a look at your growing medium and what the plant looks like. Fourth one is perlite. The plant and the medium. The fifth one and the last one are clay balls. And there's what your plant looks like and what the clay balls look like.
Hey guys, we're back here in Ag Science covering our plant needs unit. So we've talked about liquids, we've talked about the medium material or the soil that plants are growing in, and now we're going to experiment with our lighting. So in this group, our students are going to be Ben Onsel, Connor, Jaden Gores, Allie, Jace, and Julian. So your guys' job is to take pictures or look at the pictures and look at the videotape and record this in your daily observation sheet. So we have 5 different test subjects here that we're going to be experimenting with. Each group, we're going to, for the next 5 days, we'll be adding 2 ounces of straight pond water, all the same. The only difference is the lighting that the plants are going to be using to grow. So our first is going to be directly under a grow light, our LED lights. Our next one is going to be directly under an incandescent light bulb, which is the old-fashioned light bulb that you guys might refer to. We have directly under a black light, which is a little bit harder to see, but the black light is on. We have our control, which is just going to be out in the open, no direct light, but not completely in darkness. And then our last one is going to be completely in darkness. We're going to put a pot straight over the plant and make sure that there isn't any lighting coming through. So I'm going to go through right now and add our 2 ounces of water to each subject. And then we'll go through and we'll show you guys each one, and then you guys can look at it, make your observations. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll show you guys the observations.
Okay, here's our direct light under our grow lights, the LED lighting. So we got the light up above, and then we got the plants, and we'll show you what the soil medium looks like, just so you can make your observation. The next one is under direct light of incandescent light bulb, just like a regular light bulb that you would use in your house. And that's what the soil and the plant look like. Next one, it's directly underneath the black light. Plant. Try to get around here to see the soil. And it's hard to tell with that black light, but the black light is on, but it's very, very minimal light. So this one is out in the open. This is our control group. There's no artificial lighting here. It's just, we're using just an open light that we have in the building. Here's the plant. Here's what the soil looks like. And our last one, this plant is going to be in the complete darkness. And this is what our soil's looking like, what our plant's looking like right now.